It's Kenny again. Thank you to those that support me. Those that do not support me, thank you. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, and of course, we're here for everybody. Although the message is not for everybody. I want to say thank you to everybody that has grown my channel for the past 2.5 weeks. It's been really a big show of love, and I want to say thank you for that. So today I want to briefly go into what I title Relocation to Africa. Let me use Africa because it's not only Nigerians that are running away. Relocation to Africa feeling is not explainable. I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm going to use a lot of people around me as examples too. Truth about relocation to Africa or relocation to Nigeria is it's a realm you have to get to. You have to get to that realm. If you're not there, you're not there. If you're not in that realm, no matter how they explain it, no matter how people that is already in that realm try to put it in words, you cannot get it. It's just like somebody going through some things around you. You can only imagine. You can't understand. You can't get it. Just the same way we explain to people back home that this is life abroad, that they don't get it. They can only imagine it. That's the same way people that are not yet in that Jakpada realm cannot get it. Back in 2020, late 2020, I remember then my friends would be like, oh, you need to visit Nigeria, you need to do this. And my answer to them used to be, what is happening in Nigeria? What are they doing in Nigeria? What did I forget in Nigeria? I remember one time when I was still working, I think that was also either 2019 or 2020. There was this Yoruba lady at my job. I just noticed I didn't see her for about 2 weeks. And all of a sudden, after 2 weeks, she came back to work. And I'm like, sister, so, what happened? We didn't see you. She was like, I won't believe that the first day she was absent from work, she already dressed up and she was about to grab her keys. And she just asked herself that, is this how we'll keep continuing? Like, is this what we'll keep doing? Like, for how long are we going to do this for? She said she asked herself that question and she sat in her sofa that, you know what? I'm not going to work. I want to take a break. Whatever wants to happen, let it happen. And she took that 2 weeks break. She said God knows that she didn't have any money stacked up somewhere. She didn't know how she was going to pay her rent. But at that time, she needed that break for her sanity. But because I wasn't yet in that realm, I didn't get it. I didn't understand. Then I will move on to, if anybody remember when I was doing a video and I mentioned a guy owned a vegan restaurant beside my shop back then. I digressed from that, but I want to use him as an example today. 2021, November, Thanksgiving. We all took Thanksgiving break. He went. We came back. And he came into my shop and said, Kenny, I'm done. I was like, done with what? What happened? What happened where you went? He said he went for his sister's birthday in Jamaica. Everybody was there. Every family was there. I think his sister turned 60. So it was a big party. He said everybody was there. And he realized how much he has missed his family. That his business stole his life from him. Because one thing is vegan, his business is very particular. He is vegan himself and he owns a vegan restaurant. He owned a vegan restaurant. Not anybody can be a chef in a vegan restaurant. You have to be a vegan to be a chef in a vegan restaurant. You know, COVID came, COVID messed everything up. People don't want to work anymore because of COVID, especially physical work in stores. So this guy became overwhelmed after the long shutdown. We, after the comeback from the shutdown, he became his own chef. He didn't really get employees. His daughters became his servers. The people he would get for, he reduced his hours. And God knows that this guy was selling like crazy. During that short hours that he was opened for, 4 hours, he did lunch only. It was open from 11 to 3. That 11 to 3, God damn it. This guy, I'm not trying to exaggerate. If this guy sold 2K, if he said he sold 2K under that 4 hours, I will not argue it. Because vegan is not cheap. At least one person's meal can be around $30. And imagine 100 people came, because the cars will be coming back to back, back to back, back. And I said, why would you leave this successful vegan store? That was his dream. This guy is vegan. He's so proud of it that he has not eaten meat. He has not done this for more than 20 years. And that was why he opened that restaurant. He had that restaurant for 8 years before he closed it. I was trying to understand. He was trying to put the feelings into words, but I don't get it. I didn't get it because I was not yet in the realm. So there was nothing he could say that was making any sense to me because I wasn't in that realm. I just opened my shop 1 year and 3 months ago. You were my strength. When I opened my shop, you were the one encouraging me that business is not easy, but with consistency, just keep doing what you're doing. Make sure you have a good customer service. He was my mentor. And my mentor was shutting down beside me. I was like, no, you've built this business. You're doing really well. Why? And then he said he stole his life from him. He had not attended any family function for more than 7 years because he had to be there for his business. And now he went to his sister's birthday. He came back and he realized how much he has missed in life. And he realized that he cannot keep being in that restaurant. He cannot keep being in that building. And since there is nobody that can do it like him, he would rather just walk away. And I looked for somebody that could buy the restaurant from him. My friend ended up buying that restaurant and converted it to a Nigerian restaurant. Fast forward to 2022. Matter of fact, November. A year after, then my own came. I'm not capping now. I'm not exaggerating. I just want to do a whole number. The minimum I spent in my shop was $100,000 to set it up to my taste. If anybody wants to know, just Google Migo Place. It's still on Google. Very full, one-stop shop, 100K sitting there. The day my home came, it was as if I smoked Indian hemp. I had an encounter. I had to go to the ER. I spent about 6 hours in the ER. What 6 hours? I was in the ER from 9 to 6 hours, from 9 to 3 a.m. I came back from the ER after I had fallen with pains all over my body. But because I had to cater to my business. Because one thing about me is I don't know how to say no to my customers. I don't know how to do it. If you remember when I did my video of customer service, I don't give my customers the opportunity to go anywhere. As long as I'm still breathing, I will attend to you. Despite the fact that I spent hours in the ER, pregnant, after falling, pregnant, went to the ER. I was cleared that everything was fine. I should just go and buy body pain, Tylenol. I still carried myself and went to that shop. I was on my bed in that year and I told myself I am done. All my friends were trying to convince me, after all this money you spent here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, the money I spent there can go. I don't need it. I need myself. I want myself. I need my life back. I don't want to be stuck in one space. If they call a party, I won't be there until night. If nobody wants to work again, I don't want to be an employee. So if people don't want to be employees to me, I don't want to be an employee to somebody. Let me go and do it in my house in a convenient way, whereby if I'm not open, if I don't have customers, I don't have to be opened. If I'm at the shop and I have customers, whether I have customer or not, I have to be there. My dear brothers and sisters, I walked away from my shop. That was getting to that realm of understanding that my time, myself is more important than that shop, than whatever I have invested in that place. That was a realm that guy was in before I got there. When he was explaining that realm to me, I did not get it until I got to that realm, until I had a shift in my mindset. And that is the same thing with Jakpada. That's the same thing with Jakpada. So another example I have is somebody, if you all remember the farm I was talking about, that the person is going to be making 3 times his salary. For those that don't know, or not even for those that don't know, a lot of you don't know, that person has a good job in this America. Matter of fact, he works for United Healthcare, the biggest health insurance in America. He's an actuary. He works from home. He has his time. But a lot of time, this person will call me, Kenny, Sheba Mama take computer lolele. Is this how he will keep pressing computer all his life? The person is having an unrest. At that time, I had not decided to Jakpada. This person was the one talking about Jakpada, but I wasn't getting it. I wasn't understanding his pain about just waking up and going to his computer, typing it for 8 hours, and that's it. He will go and take a walk and then go to sleep, and next day wake up and go and press computer again. It was like, what kind of life is this, so that we just be pressing computer? So he started preaching that poultry to his family and tried to make it a family business, but his family did not catch that vision, so he decided to do it for himself. And actually, in United Healthcare, you can Google their salary. So if somebody has decided that I'm going back to Nigeria and they built a farm that will be giving them 3 times their salary, then you can know how massive that farm is. The person already spent over 100 million on that farm, and they're going to spend another 100. So for those of you that are hearing times 3 of somebody's salary and you're so eager to open that kind of farm, know what is involved now. It's not a cheap farm. So that is that, by the way. What am I trying to say? My friend is still telling me till now, because I have said never. What is happening in Nigeria? What are they doing there? She's still telling me till now that she doesn't believe I'm going until I'm there, because I have told her that what did I forget in Nigeria? That was when I was not yet in the Jakpada realm. But once I got to that Jakpada realm, I am even going to leave before the person that was always calling me, is this how I will be pressing computer? So what am I trying to say? For those of you, okay, let me give one last example. I have someone that has a friend. Their parents, their mom brought them from Nigeria when they were little, 1 year old, 2 year old, 4 year old, and then they had 2 more here. 6 children, they were all raised here. That 4-year-old, when their mother came, is now 40. So that means their mother was here for 30 something years. As at 2022, when this my friend met that woman, that old woman, she's now retired, living on an SSI. All the children were gone. As of when they went there to do Thanksgiving in 2022, they were just gisting, and the woman was still telling my friend that she can't go to Nigeria, that all her life is here, and her children are here. She wants to be closer to her children. Her whole mother too was here. So she was saying she wanted to be close to her children, this and that. My brothers and sisters, before the end of 2023, this woman jackpotted to Nigeria. She jackpotted to Nigeria. This was somebody that was saying in 2022 November that what she had nothing to go back to in Nigeria. She sold her house in the US, went to Nigeria, used that money to build a house, started, I don't know if she has a business or not, but that was the information we got from her daughter, that her mother had moved to Nigeria. What am I trying to say? Brothers and sisters, everybody that is watching my video, some people that are not in that realm yet, and you are very quick to come and type, that is failed people that are traveling, it is people that are not successful that are traveling, it is somebody that doesn't have a good job that is jackpotting, you have so retirement. If you have not had that shift in mindset, if you've not had your encounter about something that will change your mind all of a sudden about jackpotting, if you have not gotten to that realm, you can say whatever you want to say. So if you've not yet gotten there, it's a matter of time. Some people will not get there. Some people will get there. Some people, is at their old age, they will understand. Some people, it is just boredom that will just shift them there. Some people, it is health issues. Some people, it is near-death experience. Some people, it is the system. Because I tell people, living in America is very different from living in America's system. Some of you that are not yet in that realm is because you are still living in America. You have not started living in America's system. Living in America's system is what will bring the shift some people need and be like, this is nonsense. I can't do this. Some people, it's a job that they are just doing for the money that will make them feel like, I can't do this. So everybody has their reason for the shift. Everybody has their reason for the shift. For me, it's a matter of there should be more to life than just working and getting money. Yeah, there's money here, no doubt. There's money in America. If you know your way, if you're hardworking, if you're not lazy, if you do things right, you will make money. But for me, the shift is there should be more to life than just working for that money. And when I say more to life, it's not about that vacation, yearly planned vacation. It is about my daily fulfillment. When I close my eyes in death, I know that yes, I lived my life. I was listening to Feyi Mark, and she was like, because she's a planner, she likes to plan her life. By so time, I want to do this, by so until she had that experience when she went to have a baby. She had a shift in mindset. And she said, you know what? For the next year, I just want to live freely without planning. That is living, not when you are programmed. So, I want to say, some people are not yet in American system. A lot of people that are saying, my house is paid for. If you carry the mortgage that is within your means. Uncle, auntie, that is before 2022. Don't come and preach what is not applicable in this present economy. When I was at my house, I was paying $2,200. Somebody in my street was paying $570. We didn't buy our houses at the same regime. We didn't buy our houses at the same in the same economy. So you want somebody that is paying 570 to come and be complaining if I don't give her a dirty slap? So you need to understand that America of 10 years ago is different from America of now. Back then, people can afford things, or people could afford things. Now, if you go to Walmart or even Kroger with $200, back in the days, your cart will be full. Not now, not anymore. So if your house is worth $1 million, you didn't buy it at $1 million, probably COVID helped you. Don't call people that do not have a 300,000 house now lazy. COVID helped your house, but COVID messed people that are yet to buy one up. Don't forget that the same rain that rained into a bowl that filled it up, it rained into a basket, and the basket didn't hold water. COVID came to bless some of you, but it's a cost to people that have not bought a house before 2022. You'll be surprised that some of you that you have 1 million equity on your homes, your mortgage is the same thing as people that are buying 400,000 houses now. Don't call those people lazy. Or don't call them like they don't know their way. They don't know how to navigate the system. COVID happened to you in a good way. COVID is happening to a lot of us now in a bad way. Yeah, it's good for people that are still very young, that came here so little. If you know what you're doing, do your best, go to school, get a good job. But like I said, school or no school, I make good money out of whatever I do. But at the same time, fulfillment is more than that money. Fulfillment is more than that money. And when somebody already has that shift, and you are yet to have that shift, no matter how they try to explain it, no matter how they try to put it in words, you cannot get it. So something you don't understand, please don't judge it. You can't get it. It's just like I remember when my sister wanted to have her first baby, and my mom was like, just try, just try. I know it's painful. Just, if you see the way she abused my mom because of the pain she was going through. She was like, why are you talking as if you've not had kids before? My mom said, yeah, I know, abuse me. So the thing is, it's only someone that has gone through it that can tell her, just try. I know it's painful. We that we've not gone through it, then there's a limit to the preaching we could preach to her. We could feel her pain. She was screaming, but I can't get it because it's not what I've gone through as of then. So it's very easy to preach to people outside of what you don't understand. So understand that Jakpada is a shift in mindset. It's not necessarily because people are broke and they can do something better. 2 different people have told me, what if we get you a 6-figure job? Will you change your mind? This is not about job. It's about shift in mindset. It's about wanting something more than money. So whatever job you want to give me, it will not solve the problem. It will not solve the problem. What is going to solve that problem is for me to move. That is when I will get my peace. I don't feel like I can survive another year in this place. I can run mad. That's how I feel. I just want to get out. So understand that shift is not explainable. You cannot put it in words for people to understand. People will think you are mad. They will think something is wrong with you. But there's a feeling, there's a trigger you get. There's this battle inside of you that you cannot just control, that you cannot just stop it. All you just want is to satisfy that war going on. You want to feed it until it quenches by giving it what it wants, what it's yearning for. So please understand that it's a realm that nobody can explain. and respect it. Support them. Don't talk them down. That is how depression comes in. When people are going through things other people cannot understand. So I hope that with these few points of mine, people will understand better that we are all at different realms. Different people are at different stage. So, or different stages. So please, I'll see you on my next one, and I hope that you share, you like, and you subscribe. Comment on the comment down below in the comment section if you understand what I'm saying. Thank you. Bye.